This lesson is going to be about order of operations, and that's just a fancy phrase for what order you do your math in. You've seen big, long math problems, and depending on how you do it, you can get more than one answer out of that, but there's only one right answer, and you have to make sure that you're doing things in the right order to get it. You might be thinking, well, that should be easy. There's only one way to do this stuff. But we'll see with some problems here soon what that right answer might be. Let's just jump right into it and get to it. So here's a problem. 8 plus 3 times 7 minus 4. What does that equal? And so what I want you to do is I want you to push pause, and I want you to work that problem out and then see if you get the right answer. Okay. Did you get 73? Or did you get 17? Or did you get 23? Maybe you got something else. See, it all depends on what you do first. If we do 8 plus 3 first, we get 11. And 11 times 7 is 77. 77 minus 4 is 73. What if you did 7 minus 8 plus, excuse me, my goodness. What if you did 7 times 7 minus 4 first? You get 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. And 8 plus 9 is 17. What if you do, see, what's another way you could do this? 3 times 7 is 21. 8 plus 21 is 29. 29 minus 4 is 25. That's something else. You know, who knows? Let's find out what the right answer is supposed to be here. Okay? Before we can do that, let's talk about a serious problem in our family. You've got an aunt. You've never met her. She's very rude, and she has a serious gas problem. And that's why we haven't introduced you to her yet. Because, well, it's just embarrassing. And we always find ourselves saying this: please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Because she's got a gas problem. And if you can just remember that gas problem, you can do any math problem no matter how long. Then you'll make sure you get everything done right. If we look at the first letter of each sentence, each word rather in the sentence, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. P-E-M-D-A-S. Here's what that really stands for. The P stands for parentheses. The E stands for exponents. The M and the D stand for multiplication and division. And the A and the S stands for subtraction. Here's what that means. Whenever you got a really long math problem, you do everything in parentheses first. Then if you have any exponents, you do your exponents. And if you have multiplication and division, you start on the left and you just work across and do all the multiplication and division. This doesn't mean do multiplication before division. You do them in order as you go left across the problem, and we'll see some examples of that later. Same thing for addition and subtraction. They're the last things you do, and you start on the left and you work across the problem. Let's take this and go back to our problem. 8 plus 3 times 7 minus 4. I've already kind of given us a hint here. There's no parentheses. There's no exponents. We do have some multiplication though. So we're going to do the multiplication first. That's why I've got it in red. And when we do the multiplication first, 3 times 7 is 21. Now notice I'm writing everything down in the rest of the problem. I'm not trying to keep track of this in my head. I'm showing all the steps. So I bring down the 8 and the plus sign because I haven't worked with it yet. 3 times the 7 was 21. Bring down the minus 4. Okay, there's no division. Now I do my addition and subtraction. It just so happens the addition comes first here. So I've highlighted that in blue. I'm going to work it out. 8 plus 21 is 29. And 29 minus 4 is not 23. That's a typo. We know that's supposed to be 25. So sue me. Okay? Let's do one more together. 6 plus parentheses 9 minus 4 parentheses times 3. What do you think we're going to do first? Well, if we do, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. P stands for parentheses. Let's do those first. So 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 gives us 5. And I bring everything else down. Bring the 6 down, the plus down, the times 3. So now I've got 6 plus 5 times 3. Excuse, no exponents. My dear, multiplication and division. Well, there is multiplication. So we're going to do that multiplication next. 5 times 3. And that gives me 15. 6 plus 15 is 21. Okay. Questions? Good. Alright, here's what I want you to do on your own. Push pause. I want you to do the problem. After you've done the problem, then come back. Let's see if you got it right. If we look at it, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. There's no parentheses. There's no exponents. We do have multiplication and division. The multiplication in this case is coming first. So we're going to do that part first. 8 times 3 is 24. Then I've got this division I've got to do. 10 divided by 5. That's 2. So 24 minus 2 is 22. Did you get it right? If you did, good job. If not, you got one more chance. Okay, push pause and work this problem. Okay, welcome back. Now, there's no parentheses. There's no exponents. But there is multiplication and division. But in this case, the division is coming first. So that's going to be the first one we do. The 24 divided by 6. And that gives us 4. And notice I bring everything else down. Minus 2 plus 3 times 3. Then I look at my next step. There's no more division. Oh, look, keep going. There's another multiplication. So I'm doing my multiplication next. And I get 9. So 4 minus 2 plus 9. All I've got is subtraction and addition left. And I'm going to do them in order. I do this subtraction first. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 plus 9 is 11. Did you get it right? I think you probably did. So, with that being said, here's your work I want you to do. Page 255, I want you to do 1 through 23 odd. If you have any questions, go back and watch this video again.